Thanks for joining us on Plus TV Africa. My name is Felicity Ezewike. After several days of the painstaking rescue mission, every member of the wild boar team has been rescued from the flooded cave in Thailand. The coach was the last to be rescued a few hours ago. The 12 boys and their coach had been trapped for over 2 weeks. This is after a 3-day rescue operation by rescue divers. The final boy and his coach, rescued Tuesday, are still being treated at an on-site medical center, while 3 other boys have been transported to a nearby hospital where 8 of their teammates are recuperating after being rescued Sunday and Monday. The boys are being treated for malnutrition and will be kept under observation in the hospital for a week. Following Monday's peace agreement between neighbors and longtime foes, Ethiopia and Eritrea, the Ethiopian government, through its national carrier, Ethiopian Airline, on Tuesday announced that it would resume flights to Eritrea's capital, Asmara, on the 17th of July. This will be the first time an Ethiopian Airlines flight has shuttled between the two countries in 20 years. In a historic deal on Monday, both countries agreed to open embassies, develop ports, and resume flights. Concrete signs of a rapprochement that has swept away 2 decades of hostilities since war erupted over their disputed frontiers in 1988. The minister added in the post that a new era of peace and friendship has been ushered. Both countries will work to promote close cooperation in political, economic, social, and cultural, as well as security areas. Kenya has signed a mutual legal assistance framework with Switzerland for the return of assets acquired from proceeds of corruption and crime. The new deal, signed at State House Nairobi, is expected to enhance an existing memorandum of understanding on the repatriation of proceeds of graft. Speaking after the signing of the legal assistance framework, the president of the Swiss Confederation, Elian Bassett, said the agreement will expedite the recovery of proceeds of crimes touched in his country. The president of Cameroon, Paul Biya, has issued a decree on Monday confirming the presidential election will be held on October 7, and this is in spite of a deteriorating security situation in the Anglophone regions of Southwest and Northwest. The decree was read on public television while the inhabitants of Bua, the capital of the Southwest region, were cramped to their homes for fears of impending danger, as they had earlier heard gunfire in the morning between soldiers and Anglophone separatists. The English-speaking country fell into crisis since the end of 2016. The country remains in a state of suspense and uncertainty following this recent decree by President Biya. When we return, we'll bring you updates on impeachment plan, the newly formed Coalition United Political Party, developments around the upcoming Ekiti state elections, and more. To stay with us. The People's Democratic Party on Monday formed a coalition with 38 other political parties in the country. A coalition of United Political Party has been announced. It is made up of 38 political parties, and this was at the instance of the People's Democratic Party. The parties met yesterday at the Musa Yar'Adua Center in Abuja. A memorandum of understanding was signed, with all parties agreeing to present a consensus candidate at the center in a bid to unseat President Muhammadu Buhari and the All Progressive Congress in the 2019 election. In attendance at the meeting were the PDP National Chairman Uche Secondus, RAPC Chairman Buba Galadima, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and former Senate President David Mark. Also present were leaders of African Democratic Congress, Social Democratic Party of Nigeria, Labour Party, National Conscience Party, among others. Plus TV Africa spoke with a legal practitioner and political analyst, Liborius Oshoma, on this development. He joins us via telephone.
It's not just enough to sign a memorandum of understanding. If they are able to truly walk the terms of the memorandum of understanding, then there should be cause for the ruling party, to worry. Also, whether, as it is now, I would also not advise the ruling party to be arrogant or dismiss their coming together. because PDP did the same thing and it cost them the election. And so then for the opposition, what they should focus on, for me, it's how to make it better, present a better platform. Some of the things that they are known for, the Nigerians have complained about them for, how they hope to change those things, sell the better ideas to Nigerians and then break away from the old norm of, the old political gladiators that people are not too comfortable with.
We saw something of a grand coalition against the PDP in 2015 with the merger of the CPC and the then Action Congress of Nigeria coming together to an AMPC to become the APC as we know today, and they went on to win the general elections. Do you see history repeating itself with this merger that happened yesterday? The signing of the memorandum of understanding.
If you understand, in 2011, there was a similar memorandum of understanding between the ACN and the CPC. But that didn't stay true because, like I said, politicians would also want to hold on strongly, tenaciously to their own. But eventually, just before the election, that collapsed until they merged. And so, that's why I tell you, I said this is the first step for the opposition parties. Good that fringe parties are coming together with the strong parties, but it should go beyond memorandum of understanding because we know our politicians not to obey memorandum of understanding when it doesn't favor them.
The Lagos State Police Command says it has discovered a company that allegedly prints fake ballot papers for the upcoming Ekiti State governorship election. 2 persons have been arrested. This development is in a statement signed by the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Edgar Imohime. The commissioner said a search warrant was executed on the premises and the following items were recovered: 1 HP laptop, 1 Acer laptop, 1 booklet of Form ECEK, 8B Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission, 3 EKEC, 50 A envelopes for miscellaneous materials, 2 pieces of Ekiti SEC, 8 A1 statement of result, and 1 copy of Form Ekiti SEC 8A1, among others. According to the CP, the police made the discovery following intelligence reports, which also revealed that some of the printed ballot papers had already been moved to Ekiti in 3 Hilux vans on Friday, July 6. The statement further noted that it was discovered that the company is owned by one Eniola Fayoshe, an indigene of Ikire, Ekiti, and reportedly has a contractual agreement with the Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission to print the election materials found during the search. We'll keep you updated as investigation unfolds. Away from that, Nigerian Custom Command overseeing Niger, Kogi and Kwara states have intercepted a truck heading for Onitsha from Benin Republic carrying a truckload of 200,000 live ammunition. 2 suspects identified as the driver Bukari Dauda and Martin Anokwara, owner of the cartridges, were apprehended in a vehicle truck at the Babana border in Niger State. The command controller, Comptroller Benjamin Binga, said that his men intercepted the truck at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. This guy's to be carrying over 100 empty jerry cans, but they discovered that the truck had false bottom, which revealed the cartridges. Business reports after this. Stay with us. A new code of ethics for insurance professionals has been unveiled by the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria. The code was unveiled at the ongoing 2018 National Insurance Conference in Abuja by the Institute's president, Mrs. Fumi Babington Asheye. According to him, the new code would enable insurance professionals align with international best practices. Mrs. Babington Asheye said the widespread malpractices in the industry necessitated the introduction of a new minimum code of ethics, which will replace the old one. She said non-compliance with the new code of ethics would attract sanctions by the National Insurance Commission, I beg your pardon. In order to address the major challenges affecting affordable housing in Nigeria, the central bank announced it is collaborating with the Nigerian refinancing company. This was disclosed today by Aisha Ahmed, the CBN Deputy Governor, Financial System Stability in Abuja. The collaboration is aimed at addressing legal and administrative constraints faced in the housing sector and reduce risk of lending to the housing sector. Aisha said currently Nigeria's housing stock is about 13 million, with a population of about 180 million people. Hence, about 60 trillion naira is required to address the country's housing deficit, according to the World Bank study. Still ahead on Plus TV Africa News is a roundup on sports and entertainment. We're back in a moment. Don't go away.
In entertainment, one of Ghana's biggest musical exports and dancehall act, Stonebwoy, who is currently on his world tour, Epistles of Mama, showed his patriotism in Geneva as he gave them some language lessons. The dancehall act posted the video of him teaching concert-goers in Geneva one of the Ghanaian languages. Actor, producer, director Tyler Perry has surprised actress Tiffany with a brand new car, a Tesla Model X, which Tiffany has been clamoring for. She complained for having no time in her schedule to purchase the car. Tyler decided to buy Tiffany the car, which goes for as much as $80,000. The first recording contract for the music group Jackson 5 with the late Joe Jackson's signature will be up for sale at Guernsey's auction house in New York. The themed auction will see African-American historic and cultural treasures on sale on the 25th and 26th of July. The record contract was between Steeltown Records and the Jacksons, signed by Joe himself for his 5 sons. The auction will cover more than 700 items from civil rights movement, African-American films and music. It's predicted that the auction will break records in various categories. And that's it on entertainment. The very best in sports right after this.
Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Plus TV Africa. I am Udoka Njoku with stories breaking around the world of sports. Former Nigerian champions Kano Pillars Football Club will host Gombe United Football Club on Saturday, the 14th of July 2018 in a friendly match at the Sani Abacha Stadium, Kofar Mata in Kano by 4 p.m. And according to the media officer of Kano Pillars Football Club, Rewanu Idris Malika, said the match would be used as a warm-up to Sai Masoud Gida ahead of the NPFL Week 25 encounter with El Kanemi Warriors Football Club of Maiduguri next week, Wednesday, the 18th. And that will be at the home game. And Malikawa said after hosting the El Kanemi Warriors, Kano Pillars Football Club will visit current league champions Plateau United Football Club on March the 26th on the 22nd of this month in Jos. It could be recalled that Kano Pillars Football Club resumed training last week Monday after a 3 weeks break. And former Chelsea, AC Milan and Liverpool striker Fernando Torres confirmed earlier today that he has joined Japanese A-League side Sagan Tosu on a free transfer. And Torres made his last appearance for Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Europa League final match against French side Olympique Marseille, where he was a 90th minute sub as he helped his boyhood club win the Europa League title. He then moved to Japan after his contract expired at the end of last season. The World Cup and European Championship winner had scored 126 goals in 314 matches in an 8-year spell in English football for both Liverpool and Chelsea before he joined AC Milan from the Blues in 2014. And Fernando Torres becomes the second high-profile Spanish player to move to Japan after Andres Iniesta's move to Vissel Kobe earlier this summer. And in tennis, Novak Djokovic is through to the quarterfinals at Wimbledon for the 10th time in his career following victory over Russian Karen Khachanov. And the 3-time champion made minor errors in the first set but managed to convert 3 break points on his way to a comfortable 6-4, 6-2, 6-2 win. And there were flashes of brilliance from the Serb, who really looked troubled against the world number 40. And Djokovic, the 12th seed, will go on to face Japan's Kei Nishikori in the next round. And in basketball, LeBron James has officially joined Los Angeles Lakers in a 4-year deal worth $154 million, approximately 116 million pounds. with Magic Johnson calling it a huge step for the team. And for LeBron James, who is 33, he was a free agent after leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the three-time NBA champion with Cleveland and Miami Heat joins the team that last made the playoffs in 2013. And that's it on Sports Update on Plus TV Africa. I am Udoka Njoko.
Thanks, Udoka. And that's our news roundup of events. We'll be back later with more stories making the headlines. To join us again, my name is Felicity Ezewike. Have a great day.